Today I'm going to share some thoughts on the amazing book Radical Candor by Kim Scott. So let's talk through the model of Radical Candor. So it's based on a continuum of caring personally but challenging directly. The first quadrant we're going to take a look at is what's known as manipulative insincerity. And this is where we don't care enough to challenge directly. So we might see some silent contempt play out where purposely letting someone carry on a behaviour or an action that isn't going to help them in the short or the long term. So really it's a falseness. It's potentially for political gain, and the output of this probably will lead to mistrust. The next quadrant we're going to take a look at is ruinous empathy. And this is where we care, but not enough to challenge directly, either because we don't feel brave enough or we don't have the skill to go there and share the insight with someone that might really help them. So you would probably see some silent avoidance, an avoidance from a good perspective. So we're not trying to hurt someone. We're very conscious of their feelings, but unfortunately, what this leads to is the creation of ignorance, or a continuation of ignorance, because the person doesn't build the self-awareness that they might need to adapt their behaviour to get a better result moving forward. The third quadrant we're going to take a look at is obnoxious aggression. And this is where we challenge directly, but without the care to think about how we go about landing that in the right way, or how it might come across, or how it could be of best use to the other person. So it might play out in terms of confrontational criticism that might be in public, or it might feel like a character attack on that individual. So it can lead to a defensiveness, but at least the person might have some insight as opposed to the other areas where we don't challenge directly. We then look at Radical Candor itself, and this quadrant is where we show some deep care, enough to think about how we can share some insight in the way that it's going to help the other person, but it's going to land best for them. They're going to be able to take it on board. So it really is centered in helping and care, but going there and being brave enough to share the things that we feel they need to know to improve their performance moving forward. Now this hopefully will lead to a deeper level of trust, and it certainly will help the other individual with some positive change to help them move in the right direction for them. If you found any of this useful, I've recently discovered that Kim Scott and the Radical Candor team have got a podcast on all of the well-known platforms that you might want to dive into and take a listen to. So I hope that helps for now.